Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having an absolutely wonderful day so far today. And, yeah, let's jump right back into, continuing to bash our head against the Eigong fight. Which is proving to be quite the involved little section here. Between all the stuff. Eigong is definitely far from a trivial fight. And we're getting there though. We've definitely learned quite a bit at this point. Okay, come on. Come on. Eigong, come on. Please do an attack that I can actually counter. Okay, there we go. That took a second for Eigong to actually do a counterable attack. Yeah, so sometimes Eigong's attack pattern just decides we're not getting an attack in for a while. Which is always just slightly annoying when that happens. But sometimes it decides we get a lot of attacks in a row. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this fight is just... It also just takes a long time for each attempt. That could make it. Regardless of if it does or not. Oh, that one was a little bit closer than I would have liked. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. That was a timing goof up on my part there. Yeah, that I should definitely know how to handle a lot of those, or that attack that I took damage from by this point. Well, it is the first fight of the day. So I'm not entirely surprised I need to warm up at least a little bit. Yeah, need to warm up at least a little bit after I haven't attempted this for at least a little while. It's probably not the worst idea. Okay, come on. But also, for being the first fight of the day, this is going fairly well. Come on. Okay. Ah, shoot. That's also not great. Yeah, it's very easy to make like just a tiny mistake and take a bunch of damage as a result. Thank you, Eigong fight, for being at least a little bit tricky. Okay, come on. Come on. We're definitely getting there, though. Yeah, we're definitely starting to get there. Okay. Yeah, I don't like trying to counter that particular attack. Okay. That should get me to phase 3. We have a reasonable-ish amount of health, I think. Okay. Because I've also started to figure out how to not insta-die to phase 3. Though we do still sometimes definitely die it, or take a lot. We'll definitely still sometimes take quite a bit of damage in phase 3. That was not a great start to phase 3. I could definitely counter that attack in phase 3, though. Ah, shoot. Not a great yeah, not a great phase 3 there. I do love the music for phase 3, though. Yeah, the phase 3 music is so good. Okay, come on. Okay, do not. Yeah, having figured out how to avoid that talisman attack at least most of the time is quite good. Also, phase 3 half health for my first attempt of the day is not bad. Not bad. It proves I definitely know how to get or survive in phase 3 at this point. Okay, come on. So yeah, at this point it's less... It really is just a matter of how long it takes for me to just not make a silly mistake at the start of phase, or in phase 2 or 3. Because they do zero out a lot of your health very quickly if you mess up those phases. Okay, come on. So yeah, we've learned a lot of Eigong's attack patterns at this point. Come on. Yeah, Eigong likes to do stuff that takes a bit of health to deal with. Okay. Because, yeah, there's just so many different attacks that it's hard to not occasionally slip up somewhere. Oh, but, of course, Eigong punishes every mistake I make extremely harshly. Okay. That was not a very clean phase 1. Need to use a heal in phase 1 is not great. Okay. Okay, there we go. We did still make it to phase 2 with quite a bit of wiggle room. Okay, come on. Yeah, it's just easy to make tiny little mistakes here and there, and they really add up quickly in this fight. Okay, there we go. Because, yeah, Eigong phase 2 alternates between counters for that attack. Okay, I completely misread that attack, but somehow managed to save myself from taking damage on it. Which I suppose I'll work with. Okay. Yeah, focus is definitely on avoiding damage and then dealing damage when I get a good window, too. more so than dealing every pick of damage I can to Eigong. Because if I can survive the fight for basically forever, then I don't need to take or deal damage in riskier situations that I'm not confident I'll be able to handle. Okay, come on. That was a rather hectic combo. Yeah, that was a slightly hectic combo from Eigong there. Okay. Come on. Come on. You're gonna do your 2-swing attack, which is not the one I want you to do, because that one's really hard to punish in phase 2. I want you to do that. That's a good attack. I'll take that attack. Okay. Okay, I still sometimes just take like a tick of damage there. Okay, that is a... The ones that have the undodgeable version of that in the phase 2 attack are a little bit annoying. Oh, shoot. I missed my unbounded counter there. Okay. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I missed an unbounded counter there, which was not a good thing. I do really love the phase 3 music, though. It is the Yee's theme that starts playing in phase 3 is just so well put together as a soundtrack. Okay, there we go. Yep, just slowly whittle away at Eigong's health is the way to do things. Okay. Because yeah, we're also getting quite good at getting a lot of perfect parries in a row off on or precise parries off on the row on Eigong. Because I probably get more precise parries than imprecise parries, especially in some of these phases of the Eigong fight. Okay, come on. I've tried to work left so I can just grab that basically free healing right there. Because making it through phase 1 with basically full health is very helpful. Okay, come on. There we go. One bit at a time. We are consistently making it to phase 3. Okay. Will that be... Okay, I should probably not have tried to unbound counter that instance. Okay, and I had completely misread that particular attack. But also, if misreading an attack inherently isn't a problem, it's misreading an attack and then misreading how to recover from the misread. Because there's just so many different small little ways that every single one of these attacks pairs with basically everything else. For maximum effectiveness. Okay, come on. That's not too bad. That's definitely not too bad so far. Come on. Yeah, I don't trust, I don't trust a lot of the stuff in... Yeah, I don't trust a lot of these attacks or that attack a lot of the time. I also need to listen to my own advice and stop playing overly aggressively when I don't need to. Yeah, playing overly aggressively when I don't need to is a very good way for me to take just an excessive amount of damage. Okay, come on. We're definitely, when we beat the Eigong fight, gonna be finishing this fight with, like, a sliver of health left, I feel like. Like, I don't feel like this is gonna be something that we beat with, like, a comfortable pool of health. I feel it's gonna be a... like, a fractional sliver sort of deal. Okay, come on. Hi, Eigong. Give me a good attack window. You're gonna do the full screen flash there, and it's gonna kill me. Yeah, I need to get better. I still need to get better at dodging or dealing with the ones where it's a red slashes, where the third slash in the sequence is like the angled red one versus the horizontal white one. Come on. Okay, come on. Like, I definitely could beat Phase 3 at this point. Like, there's nothing in Phase 3 that I don't know, at least, a way to deal with. Come on. Okay, there we go. Unbound encounter death spheres is a good idea. Yeah, unbound encountering the death sphere is probably one of the easier things to counter. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there's just so many different attacks that Eigong can do that it just keeps adding more with each phase. Which is a little bit difficult to deal with at times. Okay, come on. Come on. Yeah, it's just like such a like very tuned fight. Yeah, I will take functionally damageless phase 1s though. Come on. Okay. Because, yeah, just the better I do, the, Well, I suppose, yeah, the better I do, the better I'm doing. And the fewer mistakes I'm making. Okay. Because, yeah, if I could get little ticks of damage off on Eigong, those do add up quite fast throughout the phase. Yeah, the little ticks of damage I can deal to Eigong over time really do add up. Okay, that one's really hard to counter in this phase. Okay. That attack is significantly easier to counter, though. Come on. I almost goofed up the timing on that one. Yeah, I almost seriously messed up some of my timing there. Okay, come on. That was... Yeah, so sometimes Eigong just picks, like, a, like, hyper-speed combo for me to have to deal with. Which is always a little bit frustrating. Okay, that should be phase 3. Okay. Yeah, I can consistently make it to phase 3. Okay. Which is something that is quite nice. But also, phase 3 is still not easy. The full screen flash attack is, painful to say the least. Okay, because then I also have to read which attack Eigong's following it up with. Because, yeah, it's just so many things. Okay. Because, yeah, the talisman attack there hurts. Yeah, if I get grabbed by Eigong's talisman, it's not gonna end well. Okay. Come on. Yeah, it's just such a rough, combo. Because, yeah, being able to counter that attack in this phase is proving to be quite helpful. Okay, come on. Come on. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. Is that it? I think that's it. I just saw the defeat Eigong pop up. That is ridiculous. That is a ridiculous fight. As your mentor, I have to admit, you've improved a lot. You moved with grace and showed no trace of fear. Are you not scared, Yi? knowing that everything might turn to dust? I am scared. But I have also learned to accept failure. Ha! You didn't learn that from me. It's almost time. Yeah, that was about, like, 15 hours to get to that point. Where I could even stand a chance of pulling that off. That's a slightly ominous spot for Eigong to stand. Thank you for joining me as we bring an end to this era. It seems not even you can stop the inexorable wheel of history. No, stop! The Larians will last forever and ever, a shining beacon of the universe. We have that custom arrow that Kwafu gave us. That is mildly to severely disturbing right there. Yeah, that is rather disturbing. And probably not a good thing either. For the infection to spread to the entire all the root nodes. Yeah, that don't look good. Yeah, Eigong is a little bit off their rocker, I feel like. Or rather, I know they're a little more than a little bit off their rocker. And they're like apparently trying to gonna wind up destroying like the entire station. Is what I suspect what's gonna happen here. Which is not great. Yeah, that don't look good. Where are you guys? Where are you guys at? About 300,000 li away from New Kunlun. Is everything okay there? Good. Then you should be out of range. What do you mean? What are you doing? Eigong infected the primordial roots before she died. Now I have to destroy it. What? You're going to detonate the rhizomatic bomb? But that will destroy the entire island. I know. But this is the only way I can put an end to this disaster. Perhaps this will finally allow everything to return to nature. But what about you? I'm sorry, but you'll have to take care of everything else. I've been a terrible friend, always making messes for you to clean up. Oh, Kwafu's over there crying. That's not true, brother. Don't worry about it. Is Schwan nearby? I want to speak to him. Yi? Schwan, I need you to listen carefully. I'm afraid I won't be able to pick you up. You lied to me? Promise me you'll eat well and live well on the pale blue planet, even when you're on your own. You lied to me! Poor Schwan. Also, remember to teach yourself swimming. I'm sure you'll be swimming in the sea in no time, even without me there to help. You're the smartest kid I've ever seen. No, I can't do anything without you, Yi. Why are you doing this? Why would you lie to me? You're going to throw me away. Then why did you save me? You were the one who saved me. You helped me understand so much that I didn't before. I feel very fortunate to have spent all this time with you. Thank you, Schwan. In the end, you were the one who woke me up. You're even able to bring me some hope for this world. Don't say that. I don't want you to go. You can't go. Don't cry. Somebody once told me this. Life and death are one. When the end comes, we'll just return to heaven and earth. Aha! Why am I being left behind again? It's not fair. What am I supposed to do when I miss you? Don't worry. Whether you're under the sun's warm embrace or floating upon that boundless ocean, I'll be there as part of you for all eternity. Okay, I better get going. Take care. Yee. Yee, don't. Yeah, we have a extremely powerful arrow that we can fire off. Made out of the Brusomatic bomb that we gave to, that we found and gave to Kwafu. That is not the happiest ending ever. That is... That arrow's gonna do a lot of damage, though. Yeah, that arrow's gonna do a lot of damage. Yeah, so something tells me we did not survive that. Yeah, so something tells me we are not surviving that one. Given that I'm pretty sure our sister's been dead for like several hundred years at this point. Oh, apparently we're not dead yet. That is quite the explosion. Yeah, that is a very, very large... New Kunlun's a very, very large structure. all things considered, because, like... The sun's pretty big. Night through hardship. Finish 9 souls on standard mode? Is there a challenge mode also? Is there some sort of challenge mode as well? There's an easy mode, gotcha. Because yeah, all I see is finish on standard mode. And I wasn't sure if, because it's been a while since I've actually seen the main screen of the game. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I've actually seen like the level select and stuff. We are missing some random items from around the world. I wonder if it'll let me pick up from before the point of no return and go finish collecting random stuff that we're missing. I'm suspecting it probably will. Yeah, I'm suspecting it probably will. Yeah, I keep like trying to read the Chinese, even though I don't speak Chinese, from the little artwork in the background. Yeah, I don't speak Chinese. I can't read Chinese very well either. Granted, I know what a lot of the symbols in Chinese approximately mean. But yeah, that's a very large difficulty jump from anything else in the game to Eigong. But like that was not a small jump in the difficulty there. 'Cause Because, like, a small jump in difficulty would be something like the Jiaquan fight. A slightly larger jump in difficulty would be something like the Lady Ethereal fight. That Eigong fight was basically just a difficulty cliff. Yeah, the Eigong fight was basically just a difficulty cliff of, oh, so you think you're going to be allowed to beat the game? Here, take the, take everything you think you know about the combat system and prove you can actually pull it off. It would probably be fairly fast. I wonder how long it would take for me to do a, like, entire second run through of Nine Souls at this point. Just because a lot of the challenge seems to come from needing to learn the combat system. Though it is one of the best combat systems I've seen in a game recently is the Nine Souls combat system. Because it's very, very well... It's very, very well put together and well tuned. yeah, it is very well put together and tuned for a combat system, especially for a, like, 2D style game. I don't normally see combat systems put together nearly that well. And I definitely don't want to just stop playing Nine Souls yet. Just because, yeah, it's just so well put together. But yeah, that's a lot of credits for the game. But yeah. Yeah, that's a very... There's just so many things. Yeah, the game's just has so much going on. Yeah, we third tried Eigong today. And are currently watching credits. There's still more collectathon stuff to... We're still I think there's still some other items that we're missing. I'm guessing the game will put me back before the point of no return if I open my save file after this. And we can go work on 100% item collection and go probably eventually beat up Eigong a second time. But yeah. Yeah, the Eigong fight, I think, took me around 15 hours on and off stream to actually beat. Because that fight is a ridiculous difficulty jump. Yeah, that fight is like... That fight is basically a vertical line on the difficulty graph. Which is a little bit interesting. Yeah, there's definitely stuff that we've missed around the world. And I know there's at least a couple of other, like, mini-bosses that we haven't beaten. A bunch of items we haven't collected. Random puzzles we haven't solved yet as well. So probably the next goal will be to, at least in Nine Souls, probably actually finish collecting everything. It's a very long list of credits. I think, or at least I think that was a third try Eigong. Might have been fourth, actually. I wasn't counting super closely. But yeah, we definitely finished it with, relatively speaking, not a lot of health left. Because I feel like we barely scraped by that fight. Okay, come on. That is... The credits are still going. That's... Yeah, the combat system in Nine Souls is just... so good. But, like... We get more scenes here. Little green plant. A little green plant there. Oh, this is we're on Earth now, I think. Cause yeah, we gave our Mystic Nymph to Schwan before we went and exploded. Looks a little bit snowy. Guafu, all the ape men. That was... Yeah, I think I still want to try to collect a lot of the other items and random stuff we're missing, because we're also missing a bunch of the jades and whatnot. And also, apparently, if I pick a different dialogue option going into the Eigong fight, it's has a different attack patterns, albeit a bit easier. What's battle memories? Yeah, I don't know what battle memories is. Is this like a ability to fight all? This is a ability to redo. Oh, that's cool. That's an ability to redo the Souls boss, or the soul. The boss fights against the souls. Yeah, we're definitely still missing at least a couple of items, and by a couple of items, I didn't even know some of these things existed. And it looks like this pipe is a level 9, which is higher than we had. Okay, menu. I just never noticed battle options before. Yeah, I'm guessing that... Yeah, it'll return me to just a somewhere dump me out somewhere before the point of no return. Which would, yeah, be probably right here. we are missing quite a few items from around the world. Because, like, we're missing... Yeah, there's just a lot of random little items we're missing. That would probably be nice to, finish collecting a lot of our random items. Which would be teleport to... Yeah, we're missing something on this screen, apparently. But yeah, well, watch me, like, immediately die to the first common enemy I come across. Just because that would be about how things track. Where is the item? It's that door over... It's gonna be the thing over here to the left, isn't it? I'm not actually sure how to get to. Yeah, it's gonna have something to do with that locked door. But I'm just not entirely sure what. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's just a lot of little items we're missing. Yeah, well, watch me die to this enemy. Despite the fact that it's not actually that difficult of an enemy. Just from the sheer fact that, I'm so used to specifically the Eigong fight. Yeah, I'm so used to, like, specifically the Eigong fight that I'm gonna mess up common enemies out that aren't Eigong. Because, I've literally done nothing combat-related in this game since that point. Okay, this is... I don't think the spot in question. Yeah, the combat system definitely feels a lot, easier now. Yeah, the muscle memory from the Eigong fight's gonna mess me up. But yeah, the game does definitely feel like enemies in this area we did definitely have problems with at one point. I still don't know how to get over there. But, like, we're obviously just missing something on this screen. Something somewhere on this screen to get behind that door. Okay. Can I change the stream title while streaming? I can try. Let's see if it actually saves it. Yeah, let's see if it actually saves the stream title change. And also, there we go. I don't know if it will. I don't know if it will or not. It's apparently not wanting me to, there we go. Not wanting me to see the chat after I did that. Okay. It saved? Cool. Yeah, we're not at least currently bashing our head against the Eigong fight. Now we're just bashing our head against how the heck to find certain particular, like, enemies and stuff. Yeah, I feel like if I somehow can get up there is generally what I need to do. Okay, but if I leave the screen, it's not gonna give me the last item we're missing. Yeah, I just don't know what item, like, how to get the items we're missing. Come on. Come on. That is a lot of enemies and absolutely no pathway up here. Which is not helpful. Yeah, there's definitely still at least one enemy on this, or one item somewhere on this screen that I just am completely missing. I also kind of wonder if it might be hidden behind something. Oh gosh. Yeah, those enemies are so much slower than I'm expecting them to be. But, like, I'm expecting, like, the frantic Eigong-paced fights. I'm like expecting like the frantic Eigong speed fights, and not. Oh, this is like a not even that fast of a fight that we're getting. Okay, is there a... Oops. Yeah, those things respawn. I'm not sure what they're useful for, but they might have something to do with the missing item. Come on, get your shield out of here. Okay, that is literally just a bottomless void. Yeah, we're just missing like some random something somewhere on the screen. Was there something over here, maybe? So that loops me up here, which is not where I was missing things. Come on. Yeah, I'm suspecting that the item we're missing on the screen has something to do with that that door. But heck if I know how to get to the other side of that. Whoa. Not Rain World right now. That's normally where I see that, see, whoa. Oh, come on. It's just gonna stand there. I'm like expecting it to be like so much more aggressive because of the whole, oh, you know, it's like I just got out of the Eigong fight, so I'm expecting every single creature to be about 50 times more aggressive than it actually is. And they're not. Check out the 9 souls dressed by Slugcats Kids at Raid World. I could. I'm pretty sure we've finished most everything. Though we are probably missing 1 or 2 random things from the database here. Given I think we only had 95% progress on the database when we went into the fight against Eigong. We're also missing a level on the medicine pipe. All the bosses. And we're also missing about 8 billion of the jades. And I just don't know where any of those things are. Yeah, this does not seem to have any other missing items. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything else here. Yeah, goodbye. Yep, because yeah, that doesn't seem to be the missing item here. Because yeah, we're missing 1 item on this screen. Or not that screen, the screen down here. Because 9 Souls hides some of its items really well. Which makes it really hard to track some of them down. It makes it somewhat difficult to track down missing items when they're all super well hidden. Okay, is it? I don't think it has anything to do with being up here or with stuff up there. Though I guess I could go double check that area. Cause yeah, that area is not too hard to get to. Cause I just need to loop down and around here. I just need to loop down and around this way. But, yeah, I just don't know where it would have put the other, Oh, come on. Yeah, I just don't know where it would have put some of... Where, like, the other missing items would be located. Come on. Let me up. Okay, come on. There we go. That was... Yeah, those things were used... That enemy type used to be, like, terrifyingly difficult for me to deal with. Yeah, nothing in here. Yeah, I just try to find the one doorway that we're missing. The one item we're missing on this screen. Which is apparently proving to be rather tricky. And apparently it's just, like, hidden somewhere. Come on, creatures. Okay. That'll take me over here. Have I been into... I think I've been into that spot as well. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely gotten a lot better at the parrying type mechanics from just how much time we've spent. Shoot. Yeah, just from how much time we've spent dealing with the Eigong fight. I've learned a massive amount about the game's combat system at this point. Yeah, I'm wondering, is there, like, something over here at the entrance that I'm missing? Certainly does not seem to be. Oh, come on. Over here, over here, over here. You'd think I'd know how to do platforming in this game, though. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you definitely think I would have learned the game's platforming mechanics at the very minimum. But apparently that's too much to ask. Yeah, how do I get... Like, where even is the last item on this screen? Okay, blow up the, worms. Yeah, those things are not very strong. Why am I getting screen tearing? Did it turn... The screen tearing seems to not be isolated to... Yeah, some of the screen tearing I'm getting seems to not entirely be isolated to the game. Or to my screen. Did it turn VSync off on me again? It did. Yeah, because the game occasionally turns VSync on and off, which is a little bit annoying at times. Is there something up? Is there anything up here? No, nothing up here. Yeah, we're just missing one item, and I have zero indication as to where it would be. I just have zero indication as to where this last missing item on this screen actually is. So I'm kind of wondering if it might be something you have to come in from, like, a different screen for. Just because, like, I'm not finding it. I'm just not seeing it anywhere. Or maybe there's, like, a puzzle of some sort. The only thing I can think of that would be puzzle-related would be... these things. Yeah, it would be these statues maybe having something to do with it, because I'm not entirely sure what their purpose is yet. And figuring out what the purpose of those statues is might be the last item on this screen. But I'm still not sure. Okay, up here. Let me just rest to reset things. I am still curious if the boss challenge mode that we saw in the main menu, if those are how those play into the style or how close those are to the first attempt. Come on, there we go. Yeah, they don't seem to activate when this is in the vertical position. They seem to be activated by me standing on the middle platform. Oh, come on. Let me through. Let me down. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they seem to be activated by me standing here. I'm just not sure what their purpose is. Like, they're not doing anything particularly crazy. Yeah, I am kind of wondering, like, how easy some of the bosses from way earlier in the game would be at this point. Just due to my ability to actually understand the game's combat system. I might go check out the boss mode more. Instead of just running around collecting items. Just because I feel like that would be... I'm just curious. I'm just curious what that mode's like. So let me, I'm gonna go check that mode out again. Which was on the menu. Yeah. Every time I try to type on my keyboard, my avatar completely loses it. the battle memories. There we go. Yeah, this seems to have just, like, unlocked even Jades and stuff that I didn't have unlocked. It's, like, basically just a, here's everything sort of deal. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I do like those 3 Jades. That feels like it would have been helpful for part of the Eigong fight. Yeah, so some of these feel like they probably would have been, useful to have for the Eigong fight. Stuff like continuous unbounded counters. Yeah, continuous unbounded counters would have been really nice to have. Oh, that's a cool pairing of those two. And then Steely Jade. Interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first boss fight from the game was Kwafu. And it's probably not even remotely close to being that difficult anymore. If I could, or at least if I can remember the attack timings for it. Yeah, I don't remember the attack timings for this boss. Come on. Yeah, I don't remember the attack timings for this boss. Which, apparently, there is some learning that you, or some remembering you'd have to do. I'd have to do there. Interesting. I was just curious about that. About what that mode's like. There is a second ending to the game. But like there is a second ending to the game if I pick the other dialogue option at the Eigong fight, or during the Eigong sequence. I'm kind of bouncing between, like, 5 different ideas on what to do right now. Because seeing the other ending might also be a cool thing, because I suspect that the Eigong fight for the other ending is not going to be that painful to complete at this point. Just due to being fairly familiar with the Eigong fight in general. Yeah, just due to being familiar with the Eigong fight in general, I feel like it's not actually that difficult to I feel like wouldn't actually be that difficult to. Oh, come on. The little things on the ground are certainly creatures. Yeah, it's not. I feel like it would be pretty quick to just go see the other ending as well that we didn't select. Come on. There we go. Yeah, just by the sheer nature of the fact that... Did it not read... Okay, it did register me as having read all those. Yeah, just due to the sheer nature of the fact that I've gotten very good at the Eigong fight at this point. Come on. These things aren't even that strong. But, like, those enemies are not particularly threatening. Which is... kind of interesting, given how difficult a lot of the stuff in this game used to be for me. Yeah, even like the first time we came through this section, it was already quite difficult. Yeah, we're gonna go try the other, or see what the other ending looks like. Which of course just means I have to go and re-trigger all the Eigong sequence of events. Which I don't actually think I care about the story up until the branching point. Potentially being different. Yeah, you're kind of ending... You want to go end the world. I want to stop you from ending the world. Yeah. Lots of talking. Yeah. Lots of talking. You're gonna steal a bunch of stuff from me. Yep, you're gonna steal all the soul seals, and you're gonna go try to end the world, and I'm gonna go stop you. Nothing new. And absolutely nothing new happening here. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we beat her like third or fourth try, but we're gonna go do the fight again for the other ending, White Soul. Because there's two endings based off of the branching path. Yeah, based off of a branching pathway choice that was made at somewhere between the point of no return and the fight. There's apparently two endings to the game. Come on. There's so much dialogue. There's so much dialogue, given I just want to get to the get to the Eigong fight again. Come on. You're doomed to miss the important and cool moment. It's very hard for me to predict if something's gonna take it. Like, these difficult boss fights are gonna take 30 minutes or like 3 hours to beat. Come on. I need to get out through this dialogue tree. Because this is all stuff that we've seen before. Yeah, because, like, yeah, this is all stuff that we would have seen before. For all this dialogue. Come on. Get me out of the dream realm. Yeah, come on, get me out of the dream realm. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is like such a long cutscene. But like, this really is just such a long cutscene. Especially given that the game doesn't have, like, a way to skip cutscenes that I can tell. Yeah, the game doesn't seem to have a way to skip cutscenes. Because, like, my control is literally... I can click through some of the dialogue boxes. That's literally the only control I have in that entire section. Come on. Will you please let me do something, game? Yeah, this is like the world's longest cutscene. Because, like, it is so... Is there, like, a skip cutscene off control? Hold the button down to speed up dialogue. Maybe? Language, English... Yeah, I don't see one. Though, getting out of this area is not actually that difficult. Come on. Come on. Yeah, getting out of this area shouldn't be too painful, I wouldn't think. Okay, I want the ranged arrow attack, though. Okay, I definitely want the ranged arrow attack. Just because then I can quickly take out a lot groups or larger groupings of enemies. Yeah, the fact that it hides your health bar on this section is a little bit frustrating to deal with. Because it makes it very hard for me to tell how much health I have. For this, like, little mini auto-scroller it throws at me. Okay, come on. Yeah, it's just like an auto-scroller. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna clip the successful fight. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Get rid of all the enemies there. Yeah, because this auto-scroller is... No, the Eigong lead-up sequence is, like, way longer than I thought it was, than I remember it being. Yeah, like, this whole sequence leading up to Eigong is just, like, significantly longer than I remember. Come on. Come on. I did say I would be, flipping at White Soul. Okay, come on. Yeah, this is just a much longer lead-up sequence than I thought it was. For the Eigong fight. From the point of no return. But it does mean I had correctly predicted the point of no return earlier. Am I, like, way off screen somewhere? Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, those things aren't too difficult, usually. Come on. Okay. Oh, and it like reset my jades. I didn't even realize I had done that. Yeah, I hadn't even realized that it had reset my jades. Yeah, that one is a moderately weak. Like Nine Souls generally does a very good job of not having slightly frustrating sections. Except it kind of just fell short in that one little side scroller. Come on. Yeah, that one little side scroller just kind of fell a little short. Come on. But yeah, those things just have a lot of health as well. Okay, it lets me through there. Yeah, we have like a couple of like pseudo boss sequences we have to go clear here. Come on. Around there. Oh, is there a platform right there? That would have made my life significantly easier the first time around. Because I don't remember that platform. I just remember that we had issues at one point. Okay, put the talisman on that one. Because those guys need to be, Come on. These things just attack really fast. It's generally the vibes I'm getting from this enemy type. This particular enemy just attacks quickly. Come on. Come on, there we... Come on. Did you take out the enemies? Okay. Because, yeah, we can actually make it to the root node first try this time. Yeah, the reason I'm going through the entire sequence again is that there's 2 endings to the game, and we got one of the 2. And it's apparently based off of the branching dialogue option when we're talking to Kwafu. Here in... at least here in a short section. Oh, right. Don't get stuck on the death goop. Getting stuck on the death goop is not great. Come on. Yeah, we also get all the random jade and stuff again, apparently. Up here. Up here, over here, I think. Yeah, so some of these enemies are still at least a little bit tricky. Though I feel a lot more confident with my ability to actually use the game's combat system. Do I need to... I looped around weird, didn't I? Yeah, I definitely looped around weirdly there. Because I need to go up here is where I need to go. Okay, that was... That's always fun to do an explosion right like that. And then I can go through here. Yeah, all the pathways to the right are blocked off by various goop. Yeah, all the pathways off to the right are blocked off by various goop. Which is not super helpful. So we need to go back to the main elevator to get back to the pavilion, and then we have more dialogue, and then more dialogue, and then more dialogue. Because yeah, elevator should just be off to the left. Come on. Yeah, because yeah, we have to run back to the pavilion along the path that the game decided I have to take. I wonder how hard it'll be for the second Eigong fight we'll have to do here. I don't think it's going to be that bad, because I think we did the more difficult version of Eigong first. Unless they, like, completely messed with the timings or something. I'm just refilling my healing right here. Yeah, that heals you. Or that restores all your healing stuff. Come on. Come on. Even more, mostly unskippable dialogue. Yeah, there's so many cutscenes in this section. there's so many cutscenes right here. Come on. Yeah, and there's no skip cutscene option in this game, even for cutscenes we've already seen. I think is my other minor gripe. Because very good combat in the game, though. Okay, through here. We were gonna buy. I think it didn't save that we had bought some of these jades. Yeah, I think it hadn't quite finished saving that we had to buy some of those stuff still. Okay, this is the actual dialogue option that we care about. Come on. Yeah, because first time we picked the 8-man option. This time, I think if we pick the Solarian option, we get the other ending. Yeah. Even if you overthrew the 9 souls, would it do anything for the future of our people? Are you going to stop the Eternal Cauldron project? That's not mentioning how New Kunlun is in complete chaos. Do you still remember our original promise? What promise? That we'd both return home in a blaze of glory. Hold on. You're planning on going back to Penglai? I checked the energy levels at the Radiant Pagoda. It should be doable. Indeed, we have been storing energy through the roots for centuries. We should theoretically be able to initiate a second space warp. But that's all strictly theoretical. New Kunlun's navigation systems do not have a built-in return procedure. Did you forget who wrote that system in the first place? You got me there. If there is anyone who could get us back home, it'd be you. Trust me, it'll all be fine once we return home. What's that? How is it that you always find a way to win me over? Better than croaking this far from home. So, what's the plan? We still have some time before the code is revised. I need to get to the root pinnacle to stop Eigong. However, there is something that I can only ask your help for. Let me guess. Schwan? Yes, help me take care of him. What a hassle. Can't you raise him yourself? Fine. Just stop looking at me with those eyes of yours. Fine, I get it. I'll do it. Thank you. You're giving me goosebumps. You never used to be all kind and caring like this. Just don't lose, okay? Where are you going, Yi? Remember the people who just broke in? Well, I need to put a stop to their evil plans. But there was this super strong old lady swinging a really long sword. Are you sure you'll be fine on your own? I'm sure I could beat Eigong. We've already done it once. I'll be fine. I've been preparing for this day for quite some time. After I deal with this, everything will come to end. You've always liked hearing stories about where the Solarians grew up, right? When I return, I'll take you there so you can see it with your own eyes. Really? You're not lying, right? When have I ever lied to you? I can already imagine your jaw dropping when you see the ocean on Penglai. An ocean? You can teach me how to swim so that I can swim all the way to your hometown. You need a bunch more lungs for that. It takes months to even walk that kind of distance. How do you know if you've never tried it yourself? You have to come back safe and sound, Yi. That is a fairly different dialogue option right there. Yeah, we're missing at least a couple of pipe upgrades for our healing from earlier. Okay, talk. Never. That was unexpected. Eigong was never the type to act on emotion. She would do everything right the first time. Why would she spare your life while you were trapped in her soulscape? I don't get it. There's probably no escaping a head-on confrontation now. Trouble's brewing on the horizon. Fortunately, I have an excellent craftsman on my side who will save the day. You and your sweet talk. Just let me know if you still want to adjust your gear. Okay. Cause yeah, now we should be able to go actually bonk Eigong on the head again for the other ending. Cause yeah, we gotta go all the way up. I think this fight is supposedly just an easier version of the same fight. Though I'm not sure how it changes things. I'm not sure how it changes the fight, depending on which ending you have. Too many cutscenes. System encrypted operation failed. Yeah. We can't actually when it does. It's because the point of no return is before this point. Okay. Yeah, the point of no return is apparently before this point in the game. Or this, like, progress tracker for the, game's apparently before that. Come on. Root node decryption progress 20%. So that's how long it took us to... So it took 60% of the process to get up here initially. Okay, I don't care about the revival jade. I do like the recovery jade, and I do like... I don't care about that jade. I'm trying to remember the combo that we had. I think it was that. I think that's our jade combo that we care about. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just don't know how the fight changes depending on the mode you're in. Or the ending you're going for. Okay. You're up early. I thought you would sleep much longer. This really isn't time for a nap. Shame. Why return to this pitiful place when you can welcome a whole new world in your dreams? A whole new world? I don't care what it is you're trying to do, but you better stop right now.
What's all?
Why? Yeah, I don't know what... I don't know if there's gonna be different dialogue here. You're about to witness the liberation of Husang. This is our destiny. We will soon devour the fruit that fate has provided for us. We have waited too long for this moment. You've gone insane. Insane? I found the truth and unlocked immortality. How can you not fathom the significance of this achievement? You're right, I can't. I don't understand why you would make the same mistake over and over again. Transforming Solarians into those mutants can't be the answer. Prophets always have to beat a lonely path. Never mind, you'll thank me in time. You and everyone else. Since dawn of our race, Solarians were but stupid beasts before the whims of fate, endlessly pursuing our own tails. You should celebrate because we're about to break out of this cycle and enter the realm of the immortal. And you think this is what will free us? I'm not going to let you have your way. How extremely cruel of you. I hoped that by trapping you in your dreams, I could avoid this confrontation. No mentor can bear to end any of their students' lives. Don't make me do it twice. Yeah, you might beat me 1 or 2 times, depending on how different the fight is compared to your normal fight. Because I just don't know if there's different, what attack patterns are different. I just know that this is supposedly an easier form of the fight for this ending. And we've done a lot of the Eigong fight at this point. Yeah, we've done a lot of, we've spent a lot of time staring at the Eigong fight up to this point. So this is honestly not that difficult section to get through. Phase 1 seems to be identical at the very minimum. Maybe yeah, phase 1 seems to be basically the same. Same so far at least. Yeah, you could tell that it's basically the same because literally the same strat I used for the first Eigong fight is still very much effective. Come on. Yeah, I just don't know what they changed between the 2 forms of the fight. Because phase 2 also feels very similar. Okay, come on. This is what, having spent like 15 hours on this boss fight, has gotten me, is the ability to do this boss fight fairly well, all things considered. Eigong feels slightly less aggressive right here. But also not by any significant margin. Come on. I probably could have countered that one. I almost certainly could have countered Eigong's attack there. Oh, come on. This is still a difficult fight, even though I've done quite a bit. Is Eigong dealing less damage? It feels like Eigong's not dealing as much damage as they normally would. It feels like Eigong's dealing less damage in this form of the fight, if I make a mistake. Which is interesting. Come on. Come on. Because, yeah, the Eigong fight's not that overly difficult. Now that I've spent 15 hours memorizing every single attack pattern. So that's the difference, is it just completely skips phase 3. Interesting. As your mentor, I have to admit, you've improved a lot. There was no hesitation between your movements. Your determination was in full show. Yi, you were supposed to be your greatest achievement. I like how I did that first try. I am. That's why I've been fighting to stop you. I hope you're right. The real enemy never disappeared. I leave it to you. The fate of all Solarians. Yeah, that was a very, very straightforward fight compared to the other ending. Because you don't get the absolute chaos that is phase 3. Because, yeah, phase 3 is absurd. And apparently that's the main difference between the two endings. At least for the Eigong fight side of things. Okay, come on. Decrypt your node, do your whatever. Instead of saving the human planet, we're returning home. Opening star map. Course plotting complete. Calibrating navigation system. Destination Panglai. Open a wormhole and perform a space jump. Yes. Or at least I'm assuming that says yes. So the council code is apparently the control system. That's the control system for the ship. If you have all 10 soul seals, you can just control the ship. Is what it seems to be what it is. And then we're back on Panglai with not a whole lot here. I'm pretty sure this is where our sister, who we've gotten some of those phone calls throughout the game, died. Is this area. Because, that Tianhuo virus that was causing problems is everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere on this planet. It's fascinating. Yeah, it managed to take over the planet this successfully. Also, there's definitely some floating rocks. Or maybe that wasn't on Panglai yet. Yeah, there's a lot of tech here still. Oh, did we just land the entire New Kunlun on Panglai, possibly? That might be what happened here. It's definitely additional story that we didn't have last time. Or additional story that's different from the other ending. Look, Xuan, Yi's back. I told you so, he came back real quick. I've been waiting ages for you. Let's play some Qiankun. Yeah, I still think that game's probably based off of Go. Yi, I've organized the recent energy reports together with Xuan. Panglai's soulscape system is functioning smoothly. There shouldn't be any short-term computing shortages. In addition, with regard to repairs being performed on the vital sanctums, we've detected 0 anomalies in the code functions. Other than that... I'm not sure I like that ending more. we do get a different... It is a different ending. Yeah, it is a different ending, and we also then get to, sit through the unskippable credits again. Come on. Yeah, the credits are completely unskippable. Come on. Yeah, the fact that there's not a way to make the cutscenes and stuff go faster is a little bit frustrating when you're trying to get both, when you're doing basically what we're doing right here and getting both endings in a row. Hey, potatoes, welcome to stream. Because, like, there's not a single control that I can do to make this go faster. Yeah, I do feel like I for the other Eigong fight, for the other ending, that I barely scraped by phase 3. Just because it is not an easy fight when you add a third phase onto it. I'm pretty sure I took exactly 1 tick of damage on the fight for this ending. Okay, come on. But yeah, every time it's all the Chinese text in this game, I don't know which variant of Chinese it is. I don't remember which one they use in Taiwan. But it causes my brain to short circuit because I know Japanese and I pick up random symbols that Japanese stole from the Chinese alphabet. And that causes my brain to try to read the entire thing as Japanese, and then I hit stuff that doesn't line up correctly. And I just go, hold on a second, this isn't working. Because the symbols are close enough. Oh, come on. That is a very chaotic background for that section. Yeah, the background for that section is very, very chaotic. Come on. Come on. How long? I forgot that, yeah, the credits for this game are hilariously long, with no skip option, even if you've seen them before. It's getting there, though. But yeah, all the music that the Eigong fight has is probably some of my favorite music from the game. Both Eigong's theme from the first 2 phases and Yi's theme from the 3rd phase are probably some of my favorite bits of the game of Nine Souls' OST soundtrack. Because they just fit very well for the part of the game that they that they sit at. I do kind of want to go try to do the Fate or the true Eigong fight a second time and try to make it a little bit less of a close call at the end there. I feel like that would be a decent way to, or a fun thing to do, to just show that it's not, or to prove to both myself and anyone else that was not a one-off coincidence. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, and then there's an entire extra section of credits still. Which the credits for this game are just take so long to get through. But I'm pretty sure that if I don't sit through the credits, then it'll have saved the fact that I'm past the point of no return, but not have saved the fact that I beat the game. Which would be suboptimal. We're getting there. We're making it through the credits, though. Eventually we'll make it through the credits. They are very long. This game did have a lot of crowdfunders, I suppose. which is probably part of why they could spend so much time putting together what's probably one of the best games I've played recently. Even if that final boss fight is one heck of a difficulty jump. Come on. They are alphabetized. Yeah, these are at least alphabetized. You can tell sort of where you are on the list. It's getting there. It's getting there. I don't think we'll have to go through everything to get to the... or to be able to retry the Eigong fight. Because I'm pretty sure that the battle challenge mode will just let me drop right into the full Eigong fight to just go beat it again. Because it's a fun fight. It's definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite fight in the game, even if it's entirely non-trivial as a boss fight. Oh, come on. It's such a long credits scene. Yes. Yeah, there's just so many credits here. Okay, come on. Come on. Yeah, battle memories should, if I hop in here, give me the ability to fight basically any boss from the entire game. Or any of the main bosses, at least. Is it going to put me into the normal, or... I don't know if it put me into the normal or the, full difficulty form of the Eigong fight. I mean, the only way to tell is to just go beat the first two phases, right? Come on. Oh, did it? It equipped a weird... It didn't give me... I have the wrong talisman equipped. Hold on, I'm gonna just quickly, jump out of here so I can... Oh, I need to jump out of it at the other point, so I could go actually have my gear loadout set up correctly. Leave challenge. Yeah, my gearing loadout was not set up the way I expected it to be. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there's two forms of the Eigong fight, and I don't know which one it put here. And yeah, because yeah, I like the water flow. I still think I like the water flow talisman the most, because it's very, very easy to get some quick talisman attacks off using it. Are we gonna die to phase 1 Eigong here? Just due to me not playing particularly carefully. Yeah, just due to, because yeah, I still can't completely space out this fight. I just don't know which form of Eigong it gave us. If this is Pangai or Earth ending. Come on. And my indicators that I know of at this point in the fight would not really exist. Come on. Come on. Because yeah, the third phase is where it really gets you. Phase 1 and 2 just take a little while. This feels more like the not true ending Eigong. Or the Penglai ending Eigong. And not the Pale Blue Planet Eigong fight. Ah, shoot. I say I die at the start of phase 2. Which is, about what happens if you space out at all in this fight. Or have any of your timings be even slightly off. Because, this fight really does not mess around. Still really does not mess around with anything. Come on. Come on. Like, it's definitely still not 100% consistent for me to beat Eigong. Because very well balanced fight. Just balanced to be about 1% lower than borderline impossible. Come on. Oh, come on. That was a silly bit of damage. I definitely should have known better than to try to attack on that attack. And then, yeah. It's like not that overly difficult compared to what it was initially. Come on. There we go. I don't trust that attack in phase 2. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know if this is going to be the one that has phase 3 or not. Because, yeah, it's just I just don't know which variant of the Eigong fight the battle challenge dumps you into. Ah, shoot. Okay, and I've started playing way more sloppy than I was at any other point in the stream. And I don't know why. Come on. Yeah, the Eigong fight is still a entirely non-trivial thing to beat. Regardless of what form it's in. Okay, come on. Come on, there we go. Yeah, Eigong has a lot of health and a lot of very powerful attacks that they can throw at you. Ranging from, just an unreasonable number of those spear thrust attacks in a row, to this, to the Death Sphere, to the Phase 3, the Phase 3 Chaos attack. with the full screen, with all the full screen just flashing and stuff, that makes it hard to survive. Come on. The fact that I took damage in phase 1's never a great sign, though. Come on. Okay, phase 2. Yeah, phase 1's not that difficult. Neither is blocking that attack successfully. Come on. How did that not block? There's still some part of the combat system in this game that I'm not understanding. Yeah, there's still some part of this game's combat system that I have not fully understood. Because I still occasionally take damage when I'm not expecting to. And other times I completely can evade damage when I don't think I should. Which is interesting. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely still some portion of the game's combat system that I've completely missed. Ha! Okay, really? You're gonna do it like that? There we go, Eigong. 1, 2, 3. That attack I don't want to try to block. The music is just so good for this fight, though. Like the Eigong boss themes have no right being as good as they are. But I suppose I'd rather be listening to a very good boss theme the entire fight than music that's not good, given how long you spend on this fight on probably any playthrough. Come on. Yeah, that attack is moderately frustrating. Come on. Should be a unbounded counter on that one. Is this the phase? I still don't know if this is the 2 or 3 phase form of the Eigong fight. Okay, dumps you into the 3 phase version. Okay. Which means that we get to deal with fun times again. Because yeah, this phase of the fight is ridiculous. Yeah, phase 3 is still pretty absurd. Even though I've beaten phase 3 at least once, this is not ever going to be not an absurd phase. With probably my favorite single background song from the entire game, though. Yeah, because the song for this phase is just really well put together. But also, phase 3 is still quite difficult. Because, like, there is no world in which this is not a absurdly difficult a phase of the attack. the attack combo it threw at me there. Eigong's gonna phase out of existence again. Okay. That was a lot of the full screen, Yeah, that was a lot of the full screen flashing attack that we've gotten so far. But yeah, that is... Yeah, this full screen flashing attack is just ungodly painful to deal with. Okay. Yeah, that third phase attack is hilariously difficult. But yeah, it is. I do like that fight though. Yeah, I do enjoy that fight. Because it's probably one of, if not my favorite fight in the game, and this has pretty quickly become one of my favorite games. We do still have all the missing items from around the world. Which, yeah, there's a lot... Yeah, there's a lot of just items we're missing if you look at, like, the item collection tracker. Like, we're missing, apparently, three items on this part of the map. And I'd very much like to know what sorts of things we're missing. Partially out of curiosity and partially because I want to have all the stuff, or have all the, like, unlocks and whatnot. I like Rain World also. Up here? Anything up here? No. Yeah, there's just so many random little bits of, like, random items that were apparently missing on a map that we completely uncovered. I'm guessing we need to have some way to draining, where we need to somehow drain all the pink stuff. Come on. These enemies have a fair amount of health. And I had completely forgotten that they exist. I had completely forgotten about the jump scare enemies. Come on. We are... It would be very embarrassing to die to common enemies immediately after the, immediately after beating Eigong 3 times in, like, 2 hours. Can I not get up here? Yeah, what is it that's causing it to, But, like, there's so many just random missing items that I thought I had done a pretty good job of collecting everything. But apparently not. Is it gonna be passenger tokens? Is that gonna be the missing item? So something tells me that the missing item is gonna be passenger tokens. Because, those are something that we would not have been able to collect earlier. Oh, I know what I'm missing in the combat system. I was talking about, that I mentioned earlier. Because, yeah, we have the ability to... Really? But yeah, we have the ability to actually kill the pink stuff now. Which is going to probably be the thing we need to actually finish unlocking and locating all the missing items. Is probably the ability to deal with the pink corrupted goop. all the goop. There's a lot of goop. Yeah, there's a lot of the infected goop in this area. I don't think there's anything on this screen. Come on. Because, yeah, it's going to be stuff like this. The passenger tokens. A token carried by Solarians for identification as a voyage log. We have everything we could ever need here, but our people are becoming moody and living aimlessly. I had originally thought that perhaps life had run its course, and that there was nothing else for us to seek for. That made the new developments on New Kunlun pretty unexpected. While I have my doubts, I'm willing to give it a shot. I hope to see a brand new world once I wake up. I don't think they got to see a brand new world once they woke up. I think they probably got slightly eviscerated by Eigong going and doing whatever Eigong's been doing of causing all this pink goop. Okay, come on. Yeah, I just don't know which ones would have, like, where we'd have passenger tokens. I don't think that's gonna work. And other passenger tokens, other treasure chests, stuff like that. There's also entire sections of the map that I have yet to actually figure out where stuff is. Come on. These enemies have a lot of health. that particular enemy type has quite a lot of health to deal with. How do I get up there? I know I've gotten up there before. I just don't remember how we have gotten to a lot of these places. Don't read too much into things, White Soul. Come on, through here. Nope. Not an infection. We also never figured out what was with this door. Yeah, I never did figure out whatever was behind that door either, which is interesting because I don't think I saw any indicators either of the sorts of things that could show up there. Because that's definitely hiding stuff. You don't put a giant door in a game. You don't put a giant door in a game for no reason. And I just don't know what the solution here would even be looking for. Because yeah, it's a giant door It has the gong puzzle, but it's not the same, at least positioning as the gong puzzle for the solution. And I don't remember seeing any indicators. Yeah, there's gonna be an order for the bells. Oh, passenger token A show. Got a good night's sleep. As I slept, I relived the times when the entire village celebrated festivals together. The tables covered in lots of beloved dishes. After waking, I spent the afternoon in the leisure room. As always, my sister went to get drunk. This is so surreal. I don't have to work, but I don't have any goals to achieve. Maybe we're already dead and this is the afterlife. That's an interesting way for them to view New Kunlun here. Yeah, like, I obviously, wait, so I do definitely have to hit the bells in an order. I have no idea what order that would be. And I'm not seeing any indicators. Because if somewhere I have the notes from the ordering of, the bells from the lower tower. And I just don't know what because it was the left, first on the left, second on the right, second on the left, first on the right, center. And I just don't know, Yeah, the ordering doesn't line up. There's definitely some something I'm missing? I feel like it's either 25412 or the other way around. Where that would be 41254. I feel like it's gonna be one of those two orderings. Because I just noticed that this looks... There's 5 horizontal lines on that. On that painting. See them from top to bottom in the water reflections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things there. I just don't know which one corresponds to 2. 2, 5, 4, 1, 2. Okay, that did something. Okay. That was not entirely obvious. Glory to the selfless souls whose greatness shines through Pangai Eternal. That is a lot of text. I'm not sure how I figured that out. Oh, is that a... I'm guessing those are messages left by some of the, like, crowdfunding backers of the game? Are probably what those all are. Would be my initial guess, at least. That would probably be that these are messages from backers of the game. Interesting. The treasury. Oh yeah, there's also quite a bit of that puzzle is entirely non-obvious that this is the solution. And had I not stood like right here while I was trying to think, I probably wouldn't have even noticed it. Because that's not an obvious solution to a puzzle. is to use the painting as music notes. I don't think I dislike that puzzle, but that is a little bit obscure. Yeah, that is a slightly obscure puzzle to solve. Yeah, we're definitely still missing a lot of stuff. I don't play a lot of puzzle games either, White Soul. I mean, might as well start working on finishing buying stuff. It's like, yeah, we still have missing items to complete the upgrades. We could at least buy a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think we're missing a single herb catalyst and a dark steel at the very minimum. I don't really know if any of those are super useful. Then we're missing, it looks like 4 jades as well. I just don't know where most of these things are. Like, I know which parts of which rooms probably have stuff. We're missing something there. But I don't know how to find that one. We're apparently missing 2 chests in the Tandao Research Center still. We're missing stuff down here. What are we missing down here? I mean, we did spend multiple streams, White Soul, just collecting stuff in Hollow Knight. Like, where would I have missed an item? Unless it's like somehow counting the central section as the same. We do deal a pretty hilarious amount of damage, though. Yeah, I feel... unless it's like counting something over here, maybe? Yeah, we're still in the same area, at least. So I don't see anything in here. Yeah, there's definitely some... yeah, a lot of the enemies are, very, very easy compared to Eigong. It's almost like Eigong is, like, a monstrously difficult, part of the game. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm even missing things. Because it's not obvious where... Because, yeah, it's not obvious where the items I'm missing would even be. Okay, here's one. Here's the one from this screen. Then there was also one for the screen to the right, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Okay. Oh, Steely Jade. This one feels like it would have been extraordinarily useful at several points in the game. Yeah, it feels like it would have been something very nice to have for, like, several boss fights. Especially given that the game also throws it to you pretty early on in the game and we just completely missed it. Yeah, we love completely missing, useful stuff from very early on. Because that's happened a couple of times now. Then there was also a missing item on this screen. I did not mean to fire off my arrow there. This one I think we had spent a while looking for at one point. I'm pretty sure I had spent that we had spent at least a little while. Yeah, this is like Fury of the Fallen Hollow Knight, also very missable. Yeah, because there's also something else on this screen that we're missing. The fact that I could just do, like, actually pull off a lot of these combat things now without that much difficulty is quite fun. Anything over there? That feels important. I'm not sure what why that would feel important, why this feels important, but it feels important. No, it might have already... It would be nice if the game... Yeah, actual boss rush mode. I'm not usually a fan of boss rushes, but this game does have a very well put together combat system. Oh, come on. I took a damage. I would love some Nine Souls DLC, honestly. This game, because they put a lot of work into putting this game together. That, I promise that was a coherent sentence. This game has had a lot of work put into very, very finely balancing all of its combat mechanics and whatnot. Okay, I don't see anything down here, though. Is the thing that has me confused. Like, we're definitely missing an item on this screen. The game's saying we're missing an item on this screen. I have no clue what the item it thinks we're missing is. Or where it would be, even. Because, yeah, it's not very obvious. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's a boss fight. Yeah, like, it must be a chest somewhere? But that just raises the question of where? I like how I've, like, actually incorporated, like, the stuff, like key charges and stuff, into my combat correctly now. Because, like, it's very easy for me to, clear out basically everything in this entire area. Like, it's not that. We've already gotten that item. Like, because, like, there's just not really a good... Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm just like, it's gonna be somewhere, and it's gonna be really silly when I find it. That was indeed really silly when I found it. That took way too long to find. So yeah, we're still missing 3 jades and other random items. Because I know there's at least 2 chests that I have zero clue how, or 2 items that I have zero clue how to get there. We did beat Eigong. And then we beat Eigong the second time for the other ending, and then we beat Eigong for the 3-phase mode again as well. Because once you figure out Eigong's patterns, it's not too bad. Yeah, we're missing... Now we're just trying to collect-a-thon missing items. Yeah, we're missing an item there that I have no no idea how to get. We're apparently missing 2 things in Tiandao Research Center. We're missing an item here that I have no idea how to get. Because it seems to be like a connection from somewhere else. I don't think we're missing any items over here. We're missing an item in Abandoned Mines. And we're missing an item in Underground Factory. And then we have all the items from up there. Maybe Abandoned Mines next. But yeah. The Eigong fight took about 15 hours of effort to beat for the first time. Because Eigong, not an easy boss fight. Oh gosh, I feel like there's a boss. I think we left a boss in this area. Yeah, I think we left a boss in this area somewhere. As a thing that I was not able to easily deal with at the time. There's definitely at least 2 or 3 just actual, like, straight up boss fights we've left around the map. Which is kinda funny. Yeah, that we just, like, left entire boss fights sitting here. Come on. Like, he doesn't deal that much damage. Okay, come on. Please let me deal damage. That's probably one of our missing items in this area. Is whatever this guy dropped on death. Yeah, arrow would also work pretty well, honestly. If I could, actually hit the dang thing with an arrow. Okay, there we go. I mean, still a first try boss fight. That's one of, I think that's one of, if not our missing healing thing. Because now this area is, now this room's marked as complete. Because, yeah, because, yeah, we were missing at least 1 healing catalyst. Or 1 herb catalyst. I don't know if we're missing 1 or 2 herb catalysts. I know we're still missing at least 1 dark steel somewhere. I'm just less sure as to where that would be. And I had no clue where the herb catalyst was either. I just know that if I keep going through finding stuff... Okay, it was just 1 more herb catalyst that we needed. Yeah, we're just missing tiny little sections. Oh, we bought out this guy's whole shop now. Most of my collection has been exclusively purchased by you. Not punishment for anything, White Soul. I'm just playing this game right now. I now have all the requisite gin, thanks to you, Sir Yi. However, I knew this was coming. What's your request this time? Oh, how shameful of me to have Sir Yi see right through me. Please, allow me to explain how this matter came to be. Do you recall the soul-severing blade you brought me? I believed the weapon could accomplish great things. However, it was rendered useless the moment I tried to use it. That dagger was still intact even after Shangui exploded. What were you trying to do with it? Why, to save my brother, of course. All in all, I am now in urgent need of a tool sharper than that dagger. After some investigation, I think that a weapon held by a Celestial Enforcer located in the warehouse might do the job. Another elite guard from the Celestial Legion. They're really not easy to deal with. They're pretty easy to deal with. I know too well how difficult the task is, so I have no choice but to come to you. Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me where I should go and what I'm looking for again. It's in the inner warehouse. Look for the Celestial Enforcer's weapon, also called the Firestorm Ring. We could go help him out. Because, yeah, this game's lore is very well put together. Inner warehouse is... Where? Is the inner warehouse over here? Inner warehouse is this area. Okay. Help out Chiyo a bit. He's quite nice. He's quite a friendly character. We're also missing stuff on this screen, which could be tied to the fact that we never got the Celestial Enforcer. Normally this thing teleports in my direction. Okay, blow that up. Yeah, I just have to find the Celestial Enforcer now. And also the random item we missed, because we're not actively missing parts of the map, it doesn't look like. Yeah, there's definitely a difference between actively missing parts of the map and not actively missing parts of the map. Okay, come on. Take out the guard with the shield. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Okay, here you are. Oh, this one might actually be slightly tricky to deal with. Oh, because I need to clear that out first so I can actually deal damage to the dang thing. Yeah, this one's a little bit of a tricky fight. Yeah, this fight's not entirely trivial. It's still a whole heck of a lot easier than, like, most other fights we've dealt with in this game so far. Is the funny part, though. Yeah, that was still a... You could fight this before meeting Kwafu. It is still a slightly trickier fight than some of them. Or, I don't think this one you can fight before Kwafu. Possibly before, what's his face? Yanlao. Just because this is in Yanlao's area. Does that count as the last stuff in this room? It does. Okay. Well, one bit at a time. Yeah, well, one bit at a time here. Okay, we can talk to him again. Oh, as expected of Sir Yi to return completely unscathed. Unscathed. Sure, let's call it that. That was pretty unscathed, all things considered. This texture, a sharp, feather-light blade emitting surges of energy like thunder. Magnificent. Yeah, this is the spicy onion ring. It is indeed. This weapon will definitely put a hole in my brother's chest. Huh? What? I'm sorry, what are you gonna use it for? Oh, why, how else does one use a weapon? I have been collecting Jin and weapons to arm myself in battle against Jing Tian. You want to kill your brother? Why? The word kill could be more precise. We synthetic beings have no heartbeat. I just wish for my brother to cease all functions. That's a little dark. You never said you hated him. Hate him? Not in the slightest. The heavens and earth bear witness to my fraternal love. As you must know, synthetic beings like my brother and I are ruled by our locomotion and not our mortality. In the same way, the fate of my brother can't be defined by signs of life or death. Is that because you don't want him to be under the control of others? Like you said, he who is unable to live for himself is a dead man walking, right? To think that you and I could have developed such rapport in our short time together. It's a pity that, for centuries, both of us gazed in the same direction, yet he never understood that poem. Ha! My brother and I, we differ from one another. But that doesn't matter. Anything beautiful would rather perish with dignity than endure in silence. You know better than me how tough Xiangtian will be to deal with. And besides, I thought you hated violence. See you for now, White Soul. The road ahead may be treacherous, but for my brother, I shall press on without hesitation. Such an important matter cannot be left for others to resolve. All my preparations are complete. I shall take my leave soon. I cannot express the immense gratitude I have for your assisting in housing me, Sir Yi. I can't stop you, but it's best to be careful. I wonder if this will maybe save him from, getting absolutely eviscerated by Eigong when she invades the pavilion. That's definitely something that, is a thing that happens. Okay. We are getting a decent chunk of the missing items pretty quickly. Yeah, because so far, we've collected all the items from this area. We've collected all but one item from this area. And I have exactly zero clue how to get that item. We've collected all the items from down here. We're missing 2 from the Tandao Research Center. We've collected all the stuff in Central Transport Hub. We've finished collecting that area. We're missing 1 item over here that I know where it probably is. I just can't figure out how to get to it. Could be a parry challenge from the grottos. I've parried all the parry challenges I know of at the very minimum. That one, I'm suspecting is probably tied to the tunnel from over here, from Factory Underground. We'll go take another look at this area over here. Yeah, I'm not sure how the Factory Underground is tied to that area, but it is connected to the 8-man facility depths. Yeah, like we have this. I grabbed my little pointer. We have this door over here. I have no idea where that links to from the other side. Because from this side, it's locked. I have zero clue where the other side of that door is. And I have no indicator for that one either. Like, we have this. But, like, that is very easy for me to take out. And doesn't seem to be the answer. Okay, come on. Really? You're gonna explode me? Yeah, there's something here. But I'm not sure what. I guess that's probably the thing to answer is solve the what there. Yeah, I just don't have any indicators as to really as to what that would be tied to. Yeah, there's definitely a puzzle there. But, yeah, this game occasionally has some, rather obtuse puzzles. to say the least. Not everything in Nine Souls is, telegraphed well, if at all. And that is definitely one of the things that is not telegraphed very well, is whatever I have to do here. Yeah, I'm guessing there's probably another pedestal somewhere? Would be my guess. That there's another pedestal somewhere that will contain the that contains another statue for a parry challenge, but I have no indicator as to where that would even possibly be located. Probably not anything over here. Okay, that's a pretty clean way to kill that enemy. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that we missed in this room. I suppose it's possible. Yeah, that's just the inaction declaration recording. Rather, there was a lot of stuff in this room, but nothing that we haven't also already collected. Given that this was part of the stuff we needed for the full ending. Anything over here? No, doesn't seem like it. Come on. Really? Really, worm? The worms. Yeah, the little drill worms are certainly something. Okay, take out this guy. It definitely had something to do with that particular door and probably those statues. But I have no indicator as to how those fit together. Or what to do here. Because, like, I don't see anything else that would resemble that parrying challenge anywhere on the map. Yeah, like, we definitely have... Like, this is one of the ones that, like, I'm definitely, like... We definitely have stuff missing. Like, there's definitely sections of the, area that we have stuff missing in, but I can't work out how to interact with any of it. Oh, come on. Yeah, I can do the parry challenges pretty well now. Yeah, what if it's like the picture puzzle? I suppose it could be? Yeah, I suppose it could be something related to to something similar to the picture puzzle. Though I'm not sure how it would be. Yeah, there's not anything actively right here. Like there's obviously a... I'm missing something. But, like, it's very obvious that I'm definitely missing something. I just don't know what I'd be missing. Like, what it would actually be that I'd be missing at this point. Because I don't think that bell... Yeah, that bell doesn't seem to be interactable. Ah, shoot. That's called how to not parkour in 9 Souls. Not 9 Souls parkour failures. I definitely need to get up, just get up here. Because, like, this isn't that... There's not that much stuff in this area. And I'm just not seeing an indicator. Rotating this generally hasn't proven helpful because I can't get it to trigger the little puzzle things when it's rotated. Oh shoot, is that going to take me all the way back down here again? It is, isn't it? Ha ha. Very easy for me to wind up in everywhere, but the one spot I apparently need to wind up. Am I missing? Like, what am I missing? Because, like, there's definitely something somewhere. But I see zero indicator as to the where. Because, like, I have that section, or I have that puzzle active right now until I take damage. So we'll see if something pops up somewhere. For the parry puzzling? Or for the parry puzzle? That door leads to a grotto, that door leads to G, that door leads to Lear's grave. I've checked all 3 of them. Why does this statue appear on the map? Oh, this is a statue that dropped the boulder down on us at the start. I'm not sure if you're talking about one of these orange doors that I'm missing, please let me know where I'm missing an orange door. Because, basically the puzzle we're trying to deal with, or trying to figure out right now. I can get basically anywhere in the entire map without too much difficulty. Yeah, like, it's not that hard for me to get to places in this room. I just don't know what puzzle I'm supposed to be trying to solve. An unopened door on the left. Is it the door over... Is it this door right here? I know about that door. I have no clue where the other side of that door is. Yeah, I legitimately have no clue where the other side of that door connects to. Because, yeah, the other side of that door has... Yeah, that's definitely tied to the missing item. But I have no clue where the other side of that door is to try to get the missing item from it. But, like, that, and then the 2 guys down here that... Or not down there. the two Harry challenge things down here are the only things I'm even aware of in the area. It's like... It's like so obscure. Hey, welcome to stream. Yeah, maybe though those doors don't ever seem to, because like I know about this area. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know where it is. Because, yeah, I'm just like... trying to figure this out. But, like... I just had an idea. If I look at the map, I don't think I've checked here. I don't think I've checked that area yet. I wonder if there's something that's hidden as a drop-off. That could be it. So sometimes I have a hard time finding stuff that should be hilariously easy to find. Is there anything down? There is something down here. Well, we found the chest. And we found, ooh, the Divine Hand Jade. That would be a very, that's another one of those jades that's like, that would be a very nice jade to have. Yeah, because it's like, occasionally if I miss an item, it's because, yeah, that one is really good sounding. Yeah, a lot of the items that we missed are stuff that's not going to be entirely in spots that I think to check. Yeah. Yeah, chaining unbounded counters just feels broken. like that just feels like a broken ability. Teleport 2. Okay, so that should be all the stuff over here. Yeah, we have that chest, but I'm suspecting that that one's accessed from... Okay, we apparently missed a lot of stuff in this area. In these areas down here. Okay. I'm suspecting that it has something to do with that transporter. So I'm going to go check out that transporter first. Ah, shoot. You'd think I'd have figured out how, not randomly die to stuff in 9 souls at this point. Or how to not take as much as random damage. Really? You're just gonna explode. Okay. I don't know if I've been through here yet. Because I don't seem to remember the other direction being a hidden or being something like this. I don't seem to remember ever taking this pathway. And I'm just trying to track down the all the random chests that I've determined were difficult to follow. Okay, that was just a box or a pile of meat. That's real unpleasant. Okay, yeah, this is an entirely new area. Or part of this area. Okay. It probably also helps that I have double jump at this point. Husong Amulet. Can be gifted to Schwan. Would an amulet held by miners to pray for safety? Interesting. I mean, that solves the puzzle of how to get that. Of how to get to there. Yeah, that's one of the things with Nine Souls, is it's sometimes a little bit obtuse with where things would be. Okay, hand over something to Schwan. What are you holding in your hand, Yi? It's a Husong amulet. It might have been left behind by miners who were illegally chipping away at the grottos. Yeah, because they weren't supposed to be, Because, yeah, they weren't supposed to be mining that area. You could have it if you want it. It's usually worn around your neck. Wow, it's heavy and made of wood? People in the past used it for protection. It's just a silly superstition with no scientific basis. A lot of superstitions are founded in at least something, even if it's not reasonable. What's a superstition? It's blindly believing in something without any basis or proof. Take this amulet, for example. People thought that by carving the mark of Husong into it, it would be endowed with divine powers, allowing its wearer to... This amulet has magic powers? I'm gonna I'm gonna wear it every day. I don't know if the amulet smells super nice. I just told you. It's a superstition in that it's just an ordinary piece of wood. If the mark had any effect, the scientists studying the primordial roots would have already discovered it. Let's put it this way. If you're promised something good, but in exchange you must loyally follow orders and not doubt anything, chances are that's a superstition. So then, our village ceremony was also superstition? Now you get it. But without the ceremony, I wouldn't have been saved. I wouldn't have been able to live here with you, Yi. I guess something good did come out of it. Another one of your silly fallacies. If that's what you really think, why would you bring it all the way here for me? I picked it up. Might as well use it. Or do you want to give it back? No, I was just joking. I'm keeping it. I like how just decorated the entire Four Seasons Pavilion's gotten compared to when we first showed up here. Like, it was very, very empty at the start. Okay, so we are still missing an item in this area, regardless, though. Probably up there. Yeah, it does help that we also have, and know that we have, all the movement tech from the game. So it's not a question of, okay, I don't know if I can make it to XYZ yet. So much as it's a question of, can I clear whatever, or can I figure out the answer to whatever puzzle we have to track down? And then we get a Swift Descent Jade. Also used to dash attacks. That could be useful. More so the cooldown time for Immortal Dash, but also being able to quickly descend. I could see uses for that. Yeah, I could definitely see potential use cases for that. Where does this even take me? Oh, it unlocks this door now. Okay. We're piecing together a lot. We're starting to piece together the world at this point. I still have no idea what that drop is for. Yeah, I still have no idea what that drop is for. Root node was somewhere. I don't think I care about the root node right now. We were right next to the next area that we were missing items in. Because, yeah, we're not missing an unreasonable number of items. We're missing one thing in this area, which is probably off to the left somewhere, because there's several incomplete bits of the map over there. And then I can take out a lot of these enemies very easily at this point. Really? I like how they just decide that, yeah, we're just going to start kicking you if you get too close to them. Oof. I wonder if this game's stable ground mechanic works for... Or, like, last... I wonder how Nine Souls' last stable ground mechanic works. I mean, that's definitely something that we missed. Okay, yep, that was the last item we were missing from this room. Which means that this entire section over here is completely useless. Given we're presumably almost completely useless. What is this even good for? Yeah, like what is this side of the room even useful for? Because yeah, we've completed this entire section now. We should go down another level. We should go down another level because there's still more uncollected items in this region. And I'm guessing there's probably one over there. And probably one over there. Would be my guesses. Oh yeah, we had that boss fight. That was ages ago. Yeah, I like how many things we've found for the first time in, like, quite a while. Okay. I'm gonna rest at the root node real quick. Okay, we're still missing one jade. Yeah, we're not that far off from what I can think is probably 100% completion of the game. Standard component, 3 of 4. Other one's probably over down here. Okay, so we just have to finish, just finish beating up every single enemy in the area. Is basically what we have to do. Okay, so I do need to drop down and around here. I don't know if I'm actually super worried about the, enemies, like the jailer-type enemy that we've at least occasionally had to deal with in this area. Will that one thing move? Okay, come on. Yeah, there's not that much stuff here. Yeah, okay, there is definitely a treasure chest over there. I just need to figure out how to get to it. I'm guessing this puzzle. Okay, I'm guessing this is how we unlock that one. Okay, come on. Let my... Ah, shoot. Yeah, this is a little bit... This one's a little bit tricky. Because I think my Jade or my Mystic Nymph can only take 3 hits. Yeah, my Mystic Nymph can only take 3 hits before it despawns, and I definitely would not have done this puzzle earlier because I would remember solving a puzzle like this. It's actually less of a puzzle and more of a... how are you supposed to do this part of the game? I think when they line up is when I... That did not work. Okay, we got in here with 3. Nope. And then we completely burn all of them by having the timing be slightly off. Yeah, it's very, very easy for our Mystic Nymph to get stuck down there while it's moving. Seems to be at least part of the problem I'm having. Okay, I think I see a pattern for how this works. Because the center one seems to just constantly be spinning in the same direction. And the outer one seems to alternate, and I think if I line them up, we'll be in better shape. Than trying to not have them line up. There we go. Okay, unlock the door. To the last treasure chest in this region as well. That is apparently every jade. Mob Quell jade for the yin and yang. Because I just got a Steam achievement pop up for collecting every jade. Which is... I'll take it. Okay, those dog creatures are slightly disturbing, looking. Oh, come on. It doesn't even have a jailer to summon at this point. Yeah, like, it's not... Like, they can't even summon anything. So, like, those things are still patrolling the prison for basically nothing. Which is a little bit sad. Yeah, we are still missing at least one item, though, because we are missing a final dark steel to upgrade our final arrow to the maximum. So where would that be? We've cleared out that entire area. We've cleared out that entire area. I think Outer Warehouse might legitimately be the final room that we have missing items in. And, where would they be? Is the question, is the other real question. Okay, explode that guy. Ah, shoot. Yeah, there's definitely stuff off to the left here. Okay, so yeah, the broken ones are just broken. Really? Really? That's gonna be how I, Okay. Yeah, these crate puzzles are only difficult because I have a, distinct lack of patience. Yeah, my lack of patience does not help here. With, getting these last couple of items that are presumably tucked away in a corner over here somewhere. Okay. That's just rude. Okay, there is a opening here. Okay. I'm gonna keep dying to, silly things like that. Okay, this... You're not even that strong of an enemy. It is fun that I've gotten to the point in 9 Souls where it's just like, yeah, there's not anything that's actually that overly threatening to me at this point. Okay, that does bring me up to only one missing item, which I'm guessing is probably the final dark of the dark steels. I'm just scanning the other areas to make sure I don't see it report any other missing item anywhere. Okay, oh yeah, there is the research facility still. So one item here, and then the research facility. Where would the other item here be? I wonder. I think we already cleared this room. Yeah, we already cleared this combat challenge. Just try to find the last item of this area. Because, it's gonna be somewhere. Okay, let not get crushed by the crusher. Don't get crushed by the crusher. Getting crushed by the crusher hurts. Actually, probably hurts quite a bit. Come on. There we go. My suspicion is somewhere up here. Yeah, my suspicion is that the final item is somewhere in this general area. I'm just not sure where in this area it would be. Possibly something with this. I have no idea if I've done this puzzle yet. I feel like I have, actually. I feel like I've already done this one. Maybe not, though? Because that is going to drop something out there. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's just so many, like little details throughout the game that make 9 Souls interesting. Because there's so many small little... There's just so many small little things. Yeah, I don't think I would have gotten this thing before. Okay, I'm just gonna break everything on my way over. Break that. And then, almost there. Yeah, this robot thing is borderline invincible. Okay. Oh yeah, area not safe, exit denied. Did it really, put the item on the spicy floor. Okay, that is everything for this area, though. I do find it funny that it just dropped the item on the painful to touch floor. Oh gosh. Why am I going around it this way? The root node's literally over here. Yeah, because, yeah, the root node's literally just right here. Because, yeah, we then have the 2 items in the Tianhuo research facility that I am pretty sure I know where both of them are. I just am not sure how to get them. Because we're very close to 100% of the items, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think we're very close to 100%ing the item list. Yeah, we have that area up there. Or at least one of them. That I just could not figure out how to make it up to. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how to get up above this section. Oh, come on. Really? Really? Don't stand in fire. Standing in fire is painful. If you didn't know. Yeah, that is... The heck is that door? Yeah, I don't immediately remember that door. That's probably the second... Yeah, that door and... that item are probably the 2 that we're missing. So now it's just a question of how do we, This guy respawns. That feels like it's it feels like this guy respawning is relevant somehow. Though I'm not sure how to actually get up there. Yeah, that is... I need to... It's... That item is... That's holding the item. Yeah, I'm just not sure. How to get up there. But yeah, I'm just... Yeah, how do I get up there? It's like, I can send my little... And I don't think those are ropes I can grab onto. Like, we just have to get up here. Yeah, I'm not sure. How to get up there. Because that item is... The item's in a weird spot. That item's definitely in a weird spot. I'm just not sure how to get to it. Also, I'm suspecting there might be something down here, possibly. I'm just like, the items are just hard to find. Okay. Because there was stuff here at least at one point. Oh gosh, that was a bright color flash. Huh. Anybody have any ideas? Because I am running low on ideas for how to either get up there, open that door, or complete literally anything else I need to for the item completion tracker. Some of these items are not obvious what you're supposed to do. Some of these items are very non-obvious for their intended way to get them. Okay, come on. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Where could they... Like, what could the solution even be? It's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I don't see anything over here, really. That is not the route node I want to take. Okay, apparently we're teleporting around anyways. Apparently we're gonna have to teleport around anyways. Because, yeah, I fell down a hole that I apparently can't get back out of. So I need to teleport back to the research facility, which of course means everything respawns. Haha. But yeah. Because yeah, there's definitely an item here. I'm just not sure how to get up there. Oh gosh. That was a lot of enemies right there. Yeah. How am I supposed to get up there? I legitimately don't know. Okay, that should at least take those cats out. Or those Solarians down. And also, what's with this door? I don't see anything that I consider a way to get up there. Come on. It's like, I'm not seeing anything with my Azure or with my Mystic Nymph. I'm not seeing anything sitting around anywhere. But yeah, where would it... But, like, how is my question? Because, like, I see it. Yeah, I see the item up there. But it's, like, it's too much of a jump. Yeah, it's like too much of a jump to get up there. So I'm not sure what I need to do. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, like, it definitely has something to do with this guy. Yeah, I feel like I need to somehow bait this guy up to, like, fly up there, because, like, I feel like if I somehow could get a perfect parry or some sort of upwards momentum off of this guy, because he respawns, and this is one of the, like, one of all of, like, 2 enemies in the game that actually respawn. So there's gotta be a reason for it. And so yeah, there's gotta be a reason that this is one of, like, the only enemies that like actually respawns constantly. I'm just not sure use it. Yeah, we beat Eigong. We're trying to collect the final 2 items of the game, and there's one of them that's right here, and I have no idea how to get up this ledge. I just have no idea how to get up this one ledge. Come on. He got stuck up there that time. Yeah, I legitimately am not sure how to get up there, or what the other item in this area would even be. Possibly something to do with that door. Oh, I see another open path down here to the left. Possibly that's the last item, or possibly that's one of the 2 remaining items I have. Is to the left over here. Come on. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely something over there. But yeah. Now that I've beaten Eigong, it is significantly easier for me to re-beat Eigong another time. Yeah, that's one of the... Yeah, so I know where the 2 items are. I have no idea what that door is for. Yeah, I've got 0 clue what the door is for at this point, given I know where both the items are. Yeah, I know exactly where both items are hanging out. I just need to figure out how to get to them. Which is not entirely obvious. How do I disable idea? That actually worked. Okay. That's one of our 2 missing items. Aimu, today is my 25th day on New Kunlun. Are you all still doing well, my masters? With all the rumors and conspiracies flying around, I believe it's my responsibility as a streamer and one of the chosen to let the world see the truth. I hope everything will get better once we wake up from hibernation. I will continue to keep you all in my thoughts and dreams. So many of these passenger tokens are depressing. Yeah, these passenger tokens are all at least moderately depressing to read them. Okay, which leaves us with apparently still 2 items. What? we collected an item and we now have 2. Yeah, we had 2 items remaining. We collected an item. We have 2 items remaining. I am very confused right now. Yeah. Yeah, it says we still have 2 items remaining still. Huh. Come on, attack me. That was not what I intended to do, but I suppose if it works, it works. Yeah, I suppose if it works, it works. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I do not think I could replicate that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could not replicate that. Dark Steel. Awesome. Yeah, I'm like 95% sure I could not replicate that again on demand. There is a door over here. I have no clue how to open the door. I have no clue how to open that door, but we are missing exactly 1 item in the entirety of 9 souls at this point. Yeah, we're missing exactly 1 item in the entirety of 9 souls at this point, so I really want to find that item. So whatever the 1 missing item is. But yeah, I don't think I see it. See, it's right up there in the, top left. Or not top left. It's right there. Okay. That is... also not it? The number of chests we've opened that... in items we've obtained that aren't the item in question is more than one at this point. Come on. Come on. There we go. Take that guy out. Yeah, we at least got... We opened a treasure chest, though. Okay. Yeah, I have very little clue where the last one would be at this point. And those ones caused me to yeah, some of these spikes cause me to void out, some of them don't. A little bit goofy. It's a little bit goofy which ones cause me to void out and which ones don't sometimes. Oh, come on. Why is there this large of an open room for seemingly nothing? Okay, I see the other treasure chest again. I see another big treasure chest. I have no idea which one of these is actually going to be the thing that counts as the progress, though. Come on. Yeah, how do I... Oh, I see how to... I know how to solve this puzzle. You. Get over here. Come here. Come here. Okay, that should open the door. Okay. Yeah, that would explain why I hadn't gotten that one before. That's an anticlimactic final item. Just like as you're here, you've solved all these puzzles, collected a bunch of items from all over the map. I'm pretty sure we've collected every item in the game at this point. And what do you get for your final item? A standard component. That is certainly an item. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I check my map now. Yeah, 3 out of 3, 5, 3, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1. I'm just checking that I'm not missing something in one of these areas. Yeah, we have 6 out of 6 there now. 1 out of 1. Yeah, I'm kind of checking the progress counter for the items. Nothing missing in any of those areas. Free to spend on what? At this point is the other question. Yeah, it looks like we have all that stuff. It looks like the entire set of items there is completed. Because we've already bought out... I think we've already bought out this entire machine. Yeah, we've already bought out that entire machine. We've already bought out this guy. And we have... We do technically need a little bit of gin for the last arrow upgrade from Kwafu. Because this is the final... I'm pretty sure that's the final upgrade. Yeah, my most trusted friend maxed out basically everything on the bow. Soul seals collected, gotta be places. Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's basically the entirety of every collectible item. The fact that it keeps resetting my jades is annoying. Because this is my kind of go-to for what I was using for the Eigong fight. But it kept. But every time I beat the Eigong fight, it would reset me back to this point. It's like raining over here. Hi, Spawn. I don't think I have any more dialogue options anywhere in the pavilion. Because yeah, we have a handful of things missing here, but I think they're all things from beyond the point of no, or from like the point of no return to the end of the game, because there is some text there. Yeah. Jadestone's useful. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff here. Okay, Because yeah, like, I think that all the other stuff that's missing on that completion tracker are the things from just doing the true ending from this point. I don't actually think there's anything else left in Nine Souls other than the true ending, which I do not have enough time to go do the true ending again. Because of how just long the... Yeah, just due to how long the cutscenes to get to Eigong are. Even though there's nothing actually that difficult between me and the true ending, because I've gotten very, very good at the Eigong fight. So I'm probably going to call today's stream there. I'm not sure what else to do in the game in 10 minutes. Because we've beaten the game. We've gotten both endings. We've beaten Eigong 3 times on stream today. So yeah, I'm gonna call the stream there for the day, or for today. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by the. Thanks for stopping by the stream, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff that YouTube algorithm likes. I don't know when my next stream will be. Hopefully within the next day or two. Hopefully. I have a lot of stuff going on right now. And, yeah, I'll post the next stream to YouTube and stuff once I know when it'll be there. And I also don't know what game I'm going to add to the stream rotation following Nine Souls. Probably another Souls-like. Probably. But we'll see. Yeah, thanks for stopping by the stream, everybody, and, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful, fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.